All right, I got two leads that I need to call. Okay, one of them is a follow up. So I'm gonna go live on Instagram really quick here. So hold on a second, YouTube family. So let me click live on Instagram. Okay, so this is my first time cold calling live on YouTube and Instagram. Well, not cold calling, but I got two leads. One of them is a follow up lead, and the other one is a new lead. So I don't know how it's gonna go, but here we go. So make sure you enjoy this. Make sure to double tap the screen, give this video a share. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Cynthia. This is Kong. How's your Monday going?
Okay, it's going fine.
Good. And Cynthia, am I catching a good time right now? You got a few minutes to chat?
I got a few minutes. You know what? I didn't write your name because you called me and I didn't know who it was. I thought it was a scam.
Yeah, no, Cynthia, it's Kong. Kong like King Kong or Donkey Kong, but not
I
ping
know.
pong.
I
Okay.
know. Because I had talked to
Okay, yeah, no, good, good, good. So Cynthia, have you have I know the last time that we spoke, you mentioned about, taking some time trying to do some research on the property and so you can figure out what it's worth and what you want to get for it. Have you had a chance to do that?
well, I did a little bit of it.
Oh,
See, I'm not going to get what the assessment is
yep.
because it needs work. So the assessment is 191 from what they said the last bill was saying.
Right, okay. So 191.
So I know that it's got what was in the thing. So I'm saying I can't get 190. I can't get 180. Maybe I can get 170.
Okay, so you're hoping to get 170 for it?
Yeah, but
Okay.
see, I need, I don't know what you want to pay for it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Cynthia. So my job, Cynthia, is actually obviously to get you the most you can for your property. I know that's um, you know, that's the biggest thing. But also too is, we want to make sure that the number makes sense for you and it gotta also make sense for us. Um, you know, we don't buy every single property, but if we don't end up doing something together, I can always refer it to an agent if you ever consider listing the property.
Yeah, yeah, I could use it.
Yep. Now, Cynthia, is there an HOA fees on this condo?
Yes,
Okay, there is an HOA fee, and how much is it a month?
right now it's
Can you
thirteen
guys hear her
hundred
better?
and eighty-three
I move it
cents.
here because the auto. I'm sorry. How much is it, Cynthia?
It's $1,300 and 83 cents.
1,300. Okay, so let's just say 1,300, and that's a year, right?
No, that's a month.
That's a month.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I didn't know the HOA fee was so high. That's
Well,
13.
maybe
That's like a
maybe that's
mortgage
why I
payment.
want to leave. Now, there's no utility bills, and then no water, no electricity. That's all
Okay.
it.
So basically 1,300. It's covering all utilities. Does that include internet and everything?
I'm gonna say it does, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
thirteen
I
hundred
believe it
dollars a
does.
month. Wow. Jeez. What do they do for you there?
Nothing. I mean, oh no, no, no. I didn't mean to say. I think there's been times are changing, people are changing,
You guys, how's
and
the
the people
audio? Like,
that
can you
are
hear
in
her?
charge of the building and on the board, probably have a different idea because I think downtown Atlanta is so hot now.
Yeah.
So there are bed, there are Airbnb going
Can
on
you guys
too.
hear
Some
her?
people like it, some people don't.
Right.
So since it's been sort of like a changeover of who's in charge and who's on the board, it's been a little different. And I don't, to tell you the truth, they may not have reached their stride yet, but I know some of the apartments that have been redone are very, very nice. I don't know what they're asking for them, but
Yeah.
they do work on the inside, but they've got to straighten up their relationships.
Yeah.
Don't sound good at all.
Yeah. Now, Cynthia, if I recall correctly, you own it free and clear, right?
Well, yeah, well, I'm my mother's executive. She passed away.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Um. And I know that you mentioned it does need work, which is fine. You know, we are willing to buy the property in as is condition. So we take care of all the repairs, all the work, all the maintenance, whatever it needed to be done. Um, but if you were to give me your best guess, Cynthia, I know you're not a contractor, but a
No.
ballpark would really help. Do you think it's going to cost between 10 to 20,000, 30 to 40, or less than 50? Where we're at?
Well, I don't really know. I'm going to say 30 because the thing that I was, zeroed in on was the floors and the
Always get
painting.
seller. Always get seller.
But
Drop
then
phone
you
number.
probably, there's nothing wrong with the bathroom, but you could probably update that.
Okay, so
Um,
so you're thinking about 30,000 for rehab.
yeah,
Okay.
and I really don't know. I just wasn't sure the painting and the carpet, and depending on whether you want to put granite counters in the kitchen. It's got two bedrooms and a little balcony, a screened-in balcony, and the bathrooms are just fine, but they probably could be upgraded.
Sure. Okay, not a problem, Cynthia. Like I said, we are willing to buy the property in as-is conditions. We'll take all the, all the repairs, all the work that needed to be done. Now, Cynthia, if we can agree on a price that work for you and work for us, do you know roughly how soon you'd like to close on this?
Well, I'm a very slow-moving person, so maybe no, no later than the middle of January, but sooner if possible.
All right. So if I put January 15th or sooner, would that work for you?
I think so.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, Cynthia, here's something that we're willing to do for you just to make sure that everything, the closing is nice and clean, everything goes smoothly. Is that we'll pay for all the closing costs and all the fees as well. So if there's any commission involved, we'll take care of it. We'll pay for all the excise tax, the transfer tax, the title insurance, escrow fee. Pretty much, all the costs that you usually would pay, we'll cover all of it for you. Since you don't owe anything on the property, Cynthia, which means whatever price we agreed upon, that'll be the net amount you walk away with at closing. So I guess my question to you, Cynthia, is like, what's the least you would consider like net to you in your pocket after everything's said and done?
No, I don't know. What's the most you would give me? I mean, if I tell you the least, then you're going to give me the least, right?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like I said, Cynthia, I want to make sure that we make this, work for you and work for us. I understand if the price isn't right, there's no reason why you would sell it. And if we can't have the price makes sense for us, obviously, there's no reason why we would
Well,
buy it.
I guess the thing that's bothering me is that if I were to, do these things myself,
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea how much painting costs and what the floors would cost, but I'm not sure how much of that would go into, the making it pretty and everything.
Sure.
So that's why I'm saying, let's see,
Instagram family, like, can you hear
I know
me?
I can't get 190, but I could maybe 65 or 70.
165.
Yeah, if you just can't do any better than that, because I don't think, I know there's a lot of work to be done, but you can probably do it cheaper than I could anyway.
Yeah, well, so Cynthia, here's kind of where we're at as far as in price. So knowing that so knowing we're going to put 30,000 into it, properties. I mean, we've done some research on the property and what we can sell it for. We're probably going to be able to sell it for top dollar, probably around that 190, especially in today's market with interest rate.
You probably could do 250.
You think we could?
If it was, if they didn't have to do anything, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I'm not an expert. Those are the numbers that I had seen on the newer ones, the ones that have been prettied up and everything.
gotcha. Yeah, I mean, based on our research and knowing what we can buy a property for, how much we have to put into it. So if we buy for, okay, so we were to, it's going to cost us probably around, I would say, probably more than $30,000 to renovate this property and put it in perfect condition for us to be able to get top dollar on it. Then we have to then we have to pay for all your closing costs, all the fees. Typically, that's another, 5 to 6% we have to pay out of pocket. Um, the price that currently right now, Cynthia, that we have for you, and it might be too low for you, to make it work. But I think where we're at right now, paying all cash, you know, taking all your closing costs, all the fees, taking over the property as is. Um, Cynthia, I mean, we're at like 105,750. Would you consider 105,750 in your pocket?
Ooh,
Yeah, I know.
I could be talked down from 160, but not. I don't think 100. No, not. That's about half, almost half of what it was listed for. I did go to some of these big things, just
Yep.
put the address in. They were giving me kind of like the same thing. But
Okay.
I would have to have a broken leg or something to go for 100.
Yeah. No. And Cynthia, I completely respect that, and I understand where you're coming from. When obviously, when our finance department, they did their calculation and know what we have to get in, especially during this season, Cynthia, it's just things are sitting a lot longer. It's just harder to sell. Like I said,
Oh, I
especially,
believe that.
yeah, especially with the interest rate. I mean, so we're taking on a lot of risk by buying it, and then we're probably going to hold it. And probably do our renovation. Probably continue to hold it until next year, maybe summer or springtime, to
Yeah.
see if the market would do better. And we're hoping for the
Right.
interest, and we're hoping for the interest rate to come down, so that way, we can get more people in the market and start buying. Um, but I understand the 105. It's always too low for you, Cynthia, and I know that the 160. It's just too high for us to make it work.
Right.
So,
Right.
is there a number in between that you would be like, hey, Kong, if you guys can do this, we close January, 15th or sooner. You guys take over the property as is. Just give me this net in my pocket. I'm ready to go.
Well, let me see. I'll tell you what. One of the problems is, see, I bought out two of my siblings.
Yep, I, I
So I need
remember.
to replace that money.
Mhm.
And I just couldn't go 100. I might grit my teeth and do 130, but that's the bottom. Absolute scraping bottom.
130. It's a $30,000 drop, baby.
And that's half of my 160.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not trying to get an advantage, I'm just trying to get back to okay.
Yep. And Cynthia, I absolutely understand, that you try to recoup the funds that you have, that you pay for, to siblings and all of that. And like I said, my whole thing is, if we can make this work for you, work for us, great. If not, not a problem. Um, so Cynthia, so I know that we can't do even the 130, but I know that we can come up. Cynthia, would you consider 120 net to you in your pocket? Like, this is after everything's said and done, Cynthia. Net to you 120, not a penny less. We'll take care of all the closing costs, all the fees, taking over the property as is. If there's anything you want to take at the condo, Cynthia, you're more than happy to. If there's nothing else you want to take, you leave it. We'll come in, we'll deal with it. You don't have to do anything once we sign the agreement. And we can get this thing closed for you, I would say January 15th, probably sooner than that, but we'll just say it's January 15th or sooner. Could you make that happen, Cynthia?
Oh, and you're talking about 120?
That is 120 net to you in your pocket, not a penny less.
Well, that's just a little bit. Um, let me call you back tomorrow. I know who you are now.
Okay.
I have one more thing that I need to check and see if I can squeeze by with that.
Okay.
But that's ooh.
It's too low still, huh?
I thought 130 was too low.
Yeah. I think 130 it's just making it really, 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 really tight for us. Now, how about this, Cynthia? Just so you're happy, and we're trying to make it work for us as well. Could we meet in the middle? That's 125 net to you. If I can get my team to all agreed on this and coming up to another 5,000, you come down 125. net to you in your pocket after everything's said and done. Not a penny less, and we can get this moving forward.
I could say okay with that.
Okay. So Cynthia, if I can get that approved, 125 net to you in your pocket. We cover all closing costs, all the fees. I want to make sure that obviously, our partners and everybody understands, so that way there's no miscommunication. So 125 net to Cynthia. We pay all closing costs, all the fees, including any excise tax, transfer tax, title insurance, any commissions. We are responsible to take over the property assets, whereas and take care of all the repairs and all the work that is needed, and taking on all the responsibility of all the risk. And closing will be January 15th or sooner of 2026. If I can get that approved and good to go, you are ready to move forward and get the paperwork done and sell your property, right, Cynthia?
Yeah.
Okay. Cynthia, would you be able to give me about 10 minutes? I just need to run this across our finance department, making sure all the numbers looks good. And then I'll be able to Cynthia, would I be able to text you?
Yeah, I think so. I thought you texted me before. I couldn't find the picture. But try it.
Okay.
Try it again.
Okay, so I will call you back in about 10 minutes, Cynthia, to let you know if everything is good and we're and if I was able to get that approved. And then if I could, then what we're gonna do is I need some information from you, and then I'll be able to get the agreement drawn up and then email over to you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But Cynthia, I also want to give you a peace of mind, to make sure that everything is done right and done correctly. If we end up moving forward, we are going to use a local title company to do the closing on this transaction, which means at the time of closing, Cynthia, it's not like you have to leave your house, but they will coordinate with a local title company where you're at, so you can come there, you can review, they'll review all the paperwork, all the documents, all the number with you before you actually sign off. So
Right.
they want to make sure that you're protected, that you're getting exactly what is agreed upon, and us as a buyer, Cynthia, all we want is to clear title to the property. Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic,
All right,
Cynthia. So give me about 10 minutes, and I'll let you know either way. Okay.
well, all right. I'll be
Cynthia.
here.
Yep. Thank you so much. I'll call you in about 10 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Bye, Cynthia.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so I'm gonna call. So Marcella is the one who sent me this lead here. So I want to call and congrats her. If we close on this, I don't know how much we're gonna make, but I think she wants 3,000 for it. But if we do good, I'll give her 5,000. Down from 190. That's right. That's how we do it, baby. CC Marcela, can you hear me?
I can. How you doing?
Happy Monday. Congrats.
Congrats on what?
Yeah, so I just got off the phone with Cynthia, and Cynthia agreed to 125.
Okay.
So
Sound good.
Yep. So she agreed to 125, so we can get it under. So we can lock it up for 125. Marcela, how much are you looking to get for the referral again? I forgot.
How much you said? I was like 2,000 to 3,000.
Yeah, 2,000 to 3,000. So here's my thing to you. If we get this closed, and if we can make the spread that we want, I mean your 3,000 is guaranteed. I'll pay you that. But if we can do a little bit better, I'll give you 5,000. Would that work?
Man, that's great, man. That's great.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So let me go ahead and get my VA to get the agreement drawn up, and we'll send over to Cynthia, and hopefully that we can get this this close and get that 5K in your pocket.
Yeah, for sure.
I
like
appreciate.
a month or so, right? When she get her money, right? I'm not really worried about myself. I'm so worried about her.
Yeah.
I know
So
she wanted to get it done.
yeah. So we set the closing to be January 26th. But I think that if anything, if we can get a buyer to come in, then we can probably close it way sooner. Typically, we can close it, I would say 15 to 20 days.
No problem.
So
All
hopefully,
right,
hopefully before Christmas, and if we can make it even sooner, before Thanksgiving, if possible.
well, yeah. All right. Well, as long as she's taking care of, that's all that matters for real, for real.
I'll make
Thanks
sure.
again for following up with being patient with us.
Hey, not a problem. I'll make sure that Cynthia and you are both taken care of. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Have a blessed one. All right.
Yep. Happy Monday.
All right.
Oh man. Now listen, do not sending me deals. Okay, bro. It's really rare that I do something like this because obviously majority of people who send me stuff, it's just junk. It's just like, dude, it's a waste of my time. The last time I did this, same situation. Someone followed me on Instagram. He was a contractor. And he came and gave a bid on this property. And for those of you who don't know, man, if you're in construction, if you are a contractor, listen to me. If you're a contractor, you're in construction, dude, you already in the real estate game, man. Now you just need to learn the language about wholesaling and how to talk, how to negotiate, how to pitch. Dude, imagine getting a property in a contract. You already have connection with buyers, like other contractors, general contractor, right? Looking for their first fix and flip. You getting people calling you. Sorry, I kind of have a hiccup. I literally just finished eating and then I ran straight here to do this call for you guys. I was going to make it private and I didn't want to go public. But a lot of you be like, well, Kong, let me hear you close a deal. It's easy, baby. Been doing this for 15 years. When I get on the phone, bro, dude, I remember when I first started, when I call when my mentor told me to start calling people, dude, I was so scared. I was like, please don't pick up the phone. Please don't pick up the phone. Because one, I didn't know. I was like, well, what am I going to say? Like, I don't know what to say. Two, I don't know how to negotiate. So like I said, like not knowing what to say, I didn't have that confidence, right? So I was hoping they didn't answer the phone. Now when I call, I'll be like, dude, just pick up the phone, bro. Let's pick up the phone and let's get this over with. But that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to call Cynthia. I'm going to write it up. We're going to send it out to her. The property's going to worth about $250,000. So this condo's going to worth about $250,000. Okay, we ran the counts, $250,000. We got into contract for, less than 100. Dude, almost 50% off, man. So minus divided by 2, 250 divided by 2. Oh shit, 120. Yeah, almost 50% off. Okay. So the last time I did this someone was a contractor. He followed me and I said, listen, do you want to call the seller up? You want to close the seller? You get it under contract? I'll help you find a buyer and we split the deal. He said, no, he didn't have the confidence, right? Obviously I understand when you're new, you never done it before. You're afraid that you lose out on a deal. Now, for those of you, if you're a contractor, you're getting people calling you, asking you to give them bids all the time. Dude, you already at the property, right? Go ahead and give them a bid of what it costs to rehab the property and saying, hey, you know what? I'm also looking to buy a piece of property. I love your property here. Here's how much it's going to cost me to rehab this property. More than happy to do the job for you. But if you would consider selling, we'd love to talk about, possibly buying this property. Dude, sit down, negotiate out a cash deal. When they call, dude, when a lot of times they get the bid when they're like, oh my God, this is a lot of work, costs a lot. Guess what you're going to do? Boom. Offer them a cash to buy the property. Lock it on the contract. Call up your contractor buddy. And then bam, say, hey, dude, sell the contract over to them and make a quick $25,000. Easy. Do this in my sleep. John, what's the ARV, dude? $250,000. The ARV is $250,000 on this. I got the seller to come from $160,000 down to $125,000. That's a $35,000 drop. Dude, I have gotten seller to drop over $100,000 on the asking price. Do you do creative? John, no. I keep everything, dude, very simple, very straightforward. Creative finance, dude, it can get sticky. You get on a contract at a seller finance, you assign it to the buyer, buy go through, and all of a sudden buyer defaults, back out, you're back into the picture. You got to go do it all again. Seller calling you up, piss. Dude, there's enough deals just to do cash out. Why worry about other? Okay? And that's exactly what I teach all of my students, man. So this deal here, I'm thinking that we'll probably, if we get so 125, I know we can probably get 150 for this. Easy. 150. 150, that's a $25,000 spread, dude. I'm happy. 25K, $5,000 go to Marcela, who sent me the lead. Easy 5,000 for her. Easy 20K for me. How much is the repair? She said about 30. I would say it's going to be about 35 to 40. So the buyer's going to buy for like 150, 125, 150. They're going to put like, let's just say 40K into it. They're at 190. They list it for 250 minus 10%, minus 190. Buyer's going to make 35,000. After all the closing costs, all the fees, all the commissions. It's win-win for everybody. Okay, so now I am going to, I'm just going to text Marcela. Or I'm sorry, you're not Marcela. Okay. Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. Congrats. I was able to get that approved. So Cynthia, would you do me a favor? Could you text me over your full name? That's on title. Also too is your email address. I think that's all. Another thing I need, Cynthia, is I need to put the expired dates on the agreement. So which means it's going to take us about 30 minutes to draw it up. And I'll be able to send it to you through DocuSign, so you can review it, sign it directly online. So the only thing I need left is I need to put the expiration date on there, Cynthia. So you know roughly when you'll be able to review it, sign it, and get it back to us. Once I get all that information from you, Cynthia, I'll be able to draw it up and send it over to you, okay? Is that it? Okay. So let me see here. I got another seller I got to call, but I won't be able to go live. I gotta end the live. So here's what I got for you, okay? So for those of you who is looking to get into the game, get your feet wet, you need the contract, you suck at talking to seller, so you're going to need my badass seller script. I'm going to give you a step-by-step virtual wholesaling course that you can implement and learn and take actions and close your first or your next deal. I think this is probably the best place for you to get into the game, and start getting into the game and start doing and learning about the business. I'll put you in a private community, my private community, where you can network, ask questions, and do deals with other real estate investors as well. So I got a special price going. If you end up paying the whole entire year, so if you end up paying for the whole annual, then it comes out, then it's only like $4.99 or so for the whole entire year. But you can also pay monthly. If you rather just go with monthly, then it's $77 a month. Now, I don't know when you watch this video, but the price will only increase. So hopefully that you get in on the right time. So YouTube family, go there, go to skool.com/WTM club. And Instagram family, all you need to do is comment or DM me the word Skool, which is SKOOL, just like that. So just DM me or comment the word Skool. I'll send you the link to join my Skool community. Now, if you like, hey, Kong, how can I work directly with you and your team? Now, here's what I want to share with you, okay? So when you decide to join my academy, we teach you basically how to, so no more cold calling, okay? Cold calling, it's exhausted, and I think it's just, in today's market, it's just a waste of time, just like you heard it from Cynthia. If it's coming from a numbers people don't know, it come off as spam, scam, and they obviously don't pick up, and then they will either block, and then they'll block the number. So what we teach my academy students to do is we run Facebook ads, we do PPC, we do direct mail, and we do text blast. So if you need more of a hands-on mentorship, then YouTube family, go there. Go to coachwithkong.com. Listen, and Instagram family, all you need to do is comment the word mentor, and I'll send you the link. The question you need to ask yourself is, how many of these do you need to do a month to become financially free? To be honest with you, all you need is one deal a month. And it's not about just, talking to random homeowner. It's about targeting the right types of sellers, the one that is motivated. But instead of chasing them, I'm going to show you, okay, I'm going to show you how to have them call you instead. So now it becomes more like a fishing game. Like we cast our net, You go on your day, do your thing, right? We all have a busy schedule. We do our thing, and we're just waiting for our seller to call us. Just, dude, I'm going to have your phone blow up with motivated seller leads every single day. Those are in my academy students. They're getting 1 to 5 warm to hot lead every single day. And they're spending between $5 to $50, okay, a day to generate this leads. Like today, we will have a live class at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard on how to get your Facebook ad launched today. So on Saturday, we got you all set up on your Facebook ad, like what you actually needed. Okay. And then today is launching it. So this is more like a hands-on mentorship. Okay. So if you're interested, DM me the word mentor. That's it. YouTube family, I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. And YouTube, all you need to do is go there. Go to coachwithcolin.com. Until next time, take care. Let's go get this. Moni, I'm out.